Beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the All Everesting All the Time 24/7 news network, which mostly is starring Lachlan Morton, lately hosted by me and Dog Nala. We will get to that. I didn't even get dressed for this one. I'm so sick of the Everesting updates, and I gotta apologize up front to any of you guys who are sick of it. But you know what? Like, you saw the title of the video, you clicked on it. I didn't tell you to click on it, so don't be mad if you watch something that you don't want to see. You knew what it is. But I had to do it. The thing is, once I took the record, by the time I put up the video, I'd already lost the record. So I then had to make another video admitting that I lost it, or that's kind of dishonest. That's like crappy to Keegan Swenson, who took the record from me. I'd be a dick if I didn't acknowledge that in my own channel, just announce that I have a record and act like I still kept it. And then once he had it, it seemed it was just a momentum of now I just have to, every time the record gets broken, I got to make a video. The good news about that is that, well, and then every time they get disqualified, because people, it's a complicated process, I have to make more videos. And so yesterday I'm uploading a video about Lachlan's incorrect attempt the first time, where he got the distances wrong. His time was disqualified. As I was doing that, he was breaking the record again. So again, I'd be a dick if I didn't make a video to acknowledge that he got it, for the folks who get their Everesting news here, which is more than I would think, at least according to the comments. So yeah, Lachlan went out. So I was saying in the video, I said, I hope Lachlan tries again and doesn't get discouraged. I hope he tries it again. And while I was doing that, he was trying it again. So because Lachlan apparently obeys everything that I say, I hope that Lachlan writes me a check for $2 million and I can upgrade my wattage cottage cabin to one of those nice lakefront ones. It can be like the wattage mansion. Got to think of something else that rhymes, but we'll get to that when the check clears, Yeah, Lachlan went out and he did 7 hours and 29 minutes. He did the same hill. He just did the right number of repeats. Looked like he nailed it. He just went out and decided to go a little faster. And when you're that good, you can do that. When you're me, you have to think, okay, if I'm going to go faster, I got to think outside the box. I got to find a better hill. I got to train for 2 months. Locke is just like, oh, I'll just go do it again the next day. And that's why he's still a pro and I'm not. He used to drop me a fair bit when we raced together. That's when he dropped everybody, but I was one of the people in that category of getting dropped by Lachlan, and he was young then. So I do have some, hopefully, tricks up my sleeve to shave a few minutes here and there, but for now, that is the news. Lachlan has taken the record. In fact, I thought it would get to 7.5 hours. That's sort of what I've been training for in the back of my mind. And if you look at my Instagram a few days ago, I kind of did a post talking about his disqualification, and I said that I said $10 says that Lachlan comes back and puts 5 minutes on this time within a week, and I nailed it. So my point here is that you owe me $10 because that was a bet, and we shook on it, and you remember that. And you're a man or woman of your word. You're an upstanding citizen, and if you don't pay, I'm going to go break your kneecaps. I will do you a favor. You don't have to, don't pay me, don't Venmo me. Give it to No Kid Hungry. There's a link in the description. Give them the $10. They do good things with it. We need it. I haven't plugged No Kid Hungry for a while. But let's $10 is 10 meals, or $10 is 100 meals for kids, and that's totally worth it. And again, like, you lost the bet, so you have to do it. What kind of person are you if you don't? I would have paid you. I would have written, you don't know that I wouldn't have given everyone $10 if I'd lost this bet that I forgot I made an Instagram post. So that's the main thing. Also, I want to thank the people who, YouTube comments are a weird place, and I'm still, I don't know if I'll ever get used to it. I don't think the human brain is meant to handle all the input that the internet can provide sometimes, positive or negative. They say that you're never as good as they say you are, or as bad is a phrase that I've liked. But a lot of the comments yesterday. So in the video yesterday, I explained why pros should stay off of Everest, and all of that was sarcasm, because when I started this YouTube channel, I was the pro who was ruining Strava. And I was kind of joking about that idea that being good somehow disqualifies you to be on Strava. So a lot of people didn't get that joke because that was a couple years ago, and they were calling me a dick or whatever in the comments. And then other people came in and explained what sarcasm is, and I appreciate you guys for defending me. And generally, I appreciate that, but I don't need it. I feel like I should say that. I don't need it because I know that the YouTube comments are a strange place, and I've done a couple tests. One, I've noticed that I'll upload a video that's 8 minutes long, and there'll be a comment. The first comment will be like, "Loved it, thanks, that was awesome." Posted 43 seconds after I uploaded an 8-minute video. So I don't know how to interpret that. Other than you just can't really listen to all the comments. Obviously, like, I like to read them and interact, and generally, like, the comments do steer what I do, but I'm also not gonna have my feelings hurt too bad, because I know that there's some lunacy out there. And the best example of this was a test that I've not talked about, but I tested you guys when I first had this channel. The complaint that year was about music choice, and every video I put up, they'd be like, "This music sucks." And the thing is, music is a personal preference. It's like food. Some people I find beets delicious. Some people hate beets. That's a strange example, but I had beets in there's a Picky Bars makes an oatmeal chocolate beets, and that's what I had for breakfast. So that's what I thought of that. Beets are also supposed to be good for altitude, I've read. So, but people are complaining about the music choice, and I wasn't even doing the music for, like, I had a guy editing those videos, so it was his music choice, so I wasn't even insulted by that. But as an experiment, I told him to put Mozart in one of the videos. I was like, okay, well, this whole video, it's Mozart, that's all we're doing. And you guys complain about that too. A lot of just like, this is crap. And if there has ever been music that has stood the test of time, I would argue it is the Mozarts and the Beethovens. And really, that just taught me, like, yeah, the comments, like, generally you got to pay attention to it because that's your job, but it's also, I'm not going to listen to all you guys. So I'm not going to stress the people who don't get the irony, and I'm just going to assume that it's outweighed. Also, like, all the donations to No Kid Hungry totally makes up for the occasional jerk or person who just wanders in there who's angry. But that's it. I'm gonna go training for my Everesting thing. Altitude sucks. First couple days are horrible, so I'm just kind of noodling and trying to be outside, enjoy myself. I have a sale for the ice legs. If you're not familiar, this is a product that I invented and designed. Came out like a year ago, and this is a solstice sale. So, also happy Father's Day, by the way. That's unrelated, but excuse me, she just kicked me. I was in the way. The sofa's not big enough for all of us. All caps solstice sale. If you're international, solstice INTL, we'll get you $25 off, or free shipping in the US for these guys. So this is a product I invented. It's a full ice wrap leg sleeve. So instead of, like, I used to love ice baths after races, but I hated the mess and dragging, like, big buckets of ice into my hotel bathroom. So I kind of came up with these. It lives in the freezer. You can remove the sleeve so it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. And it's just like a little portable, mess-free ice bath that you wrap around your legs, and then you feel better for your workout the next day. So yeah, we got a sale on those solstice. The donation link is in there. I'll put a link to Lachlan's ride. Kudos as well. That's it. Signing off from the 24-Hour News Network. Bye, Nala. Say goodbye. She moved. That's going to be good enough. Peace.